So let's get started from here. Like we done with character functions, Nageshwari, yesterday. So we are going to see about date functions. Okay. See the date functions.
Okay, then.
See today we are going to discuss about the date functions. See date arithmetic operations return date or the numeric values. So if you apply the arithmetic operation on the date, it can be written numerical value or the date values also. Okay, the thing like, see, I'm going to connect with SQL developer. So you can able to how you are doing like 1 plus 2 equal to 3. The same you can able to do the arithmetic operations. Okay, so if you want to find out like uh, now we are in 28th October. Okay, so if you want to know like before 5 days date, so you are subtracting minus 5 days. So you can able to add. See, sysdate is the function which will give the current date of the system from real. Sysdate is the function which will give the current date of the system on the server date. It give the server date. So if you are in the like US server, it give the different time for you. Okay. Now we are in like this sysdate. See, I said like you can able to perform the arithmetic operation on the date values. So now I'm adding like plus 10 or 100. So now it is going for the 5th February 23. So you can able to subtract. You can able to subtract the value 18th October. Okay, so arithmetic operation is allowed in the date values. Okay, now if you have the DT1 60 plus 100. Okay, so DT2. So I have the two columns in a table. Now I want to subtract this. So select star from this. So making as an inline view. Okay. So because I cannot able to use these columns directly in this to make it simplify our work. So I'm making like a D2 minus D1. So I want to move D2 from D1, then D2 minus D1. So now the differences is 110 days. 110 days. See, earlier you are adding the value. It is giving the date value. Now we are doing the subtraction of two date values. It is giving the numerical value for you. It accept the date values or date plus number. Okay, but it return the either date value or the numerical values. Okay, so now we have the types of in this particular category we have months between months between. So if you want to know how many months we have in these two dates between, so 110 days in the sense, so 30 days we will treat like as a month, we will treat like as a 30 days as a month. 3 months in the 3 months plus 20 days, right? So if you want to know this, exactly how many, see, for some months you may get like 31 days, for some months you may get 29 or 28 hours. Yes. So in this case, you cannot able to like decide like for every month you cannot able to treat like as a 30 days as a month period, right? In this case, you can go with the months underscore between D2 comma D1. This give the 3.58. So 3.58 in the sense almost 60% of the month got completed. Okay, so you may treat like I say it is not like going with like say if you calculate like this. See if you calculate DT2 minus DT1, okay, divided by 30. So if you did like divided by 30, so 3.66 you are getting 30 days. But whereas in this case, it is looking for the 3.58 discrepancies in these values to calculate the correct values, to calculate the correct days. Okay, correct value months between. So we will use the months underscore between function. Okay, so this is the advantage of this months underscore between function. Okay, now we have another function. See, you may ask like what is the next 30 days? Okay, so what is the next month? If you see, what we can say, 1 second. Add underscore months. See, now I need to add 1 month of value for the date. Okay, so I cannot able to just like every month I cannot able to add 30 days. So for some month I need to add 31, and this is the common difference, right? So if you want to know that particular value, okay, so now we are in the position of D2 plus 30. D2 in the sense 18th October we are in now. 18th October plus 30. So 18th October plus 30 in the sense you need to get like a 19th 18th October plus 30. No. So D2. Sorry.
Value.
Yeah, I mentioned the wrong value here. D2. Okay, so now we are in 5th February 23. So if you go with like 30 days, it need to be 5th March actually. So I need to add 1 month of value from that one. But it is showing like a 7th March. So you are not adding exactly 1 month of values here. So it is going with the wrong value. You are calculating the wrong values here. So for that, so you need to use add underscore months function. Add underscore months. Okay, so D2 comma 1. So it add the value.
Actually, Shiva, for February we will have only 28. No, as per that it has counted 30, I guess.
Yeah, that is calculating the manually if you add like 30 days. So it treating like as a see, now I need like what is the next 7? I need to add 1 month of value from this point. So if it is a 30 days, if it is a 31 days, I don't care about that, but I need 1 month of value from this particular point. So in such
Yes.
case, you are not like doing the correct value here. See, if it is a February month case, you need to add 28 days from that particular point.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you are not doing that correctly here. So that's the reason. So add underscore months function will add the correctly exact month value. See,
Okay.
now we are in 5th February 23. So if you use like 1 month, so add underscore months of D2 comma 1, it is adding exactly 1 month of value 5th February. See, it add the months, it subtract the months also. If you want to know the previous month value, so if you want to display the previous month value of the current date, okay, so you can able to subtract this by, if you use the -1, it displays the previous month values. So Jan 5th. Jan 5th. Okay, so add underscore months function will display like this. Months underscore between will return the months. It counts the number of months between two dates. And add underscore months, add the n number of months to the an input date. So whatever the date you are providing as a input, you can able to add the number of months or you can able to subtract the number of months. Okay, so then we have, see, now we are in like a today, Friday. See, what is the next Monday date? Say, you may ask, Array, check the calendar, what is the next Monday date? So you may ask these questions with your friends or with your family members. So if you want to know that next Monday date, next Friday date, So we'll use the next underscore day is the function for that. Next underscore day is the function for that. Now next underscore day. So now we are in like a, so where we are in now, state as a Friday. Okay, so Friday. So I'm looking for the next Friday, so maybe. Okay, see next Friday from this particular date. From this particular date, next Friday, 4th November. Okay, so now if you want to know the, see, you are in exactly Friday now, but you are expecting the next Friday date, not today's Friday. See, the name itself is having next Friday, next day, whatever it may be. If you have mentioned like Monday, it give the, if you mention like Monday, in the sense 31st, it give. You can check with that, these things. 31st October. Okay, so you cannot able to like previous day function. We don't have any such type of function. We have next day only. Okay, we have next day. Next week. So if you are in like, you know, if you mention like a, see, now I'm in Monday. Now I'm in Monday. Okay, C state minus how many days I need to do? 4 days. Okay, in case if I mention like 24, I need to get 24th October. See, now I'm looking for the Friday, next Monday. Next Monday. So, or now I'm mentioning as a Friday. See, now I'm in Monday. Now I'm looking for the next Friday date. Next Friday date in the current, see, you are in Monday in the sense, there is no like Friday prior of this. Okay, it will give the current week of the Friday. So if you are in the Friday of this current week, it will display the next week of it. The week starts with the Sunday. Yes, Nanisha.
Here, if you won't give any arguments or simply say next day, will it show like Saturday?
No, no, no.
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 If
So you are saying
arguments
like,
are not given. Yeah,
I'm passing
normally.
next day.
Yeah, normally next day I want, not like I want on Friday or that. If you won't give any arguments, there is no option like that.
No, no. It
Okay,
gives
okay.
invalid
That,
number of arguments because
okay.
these two parameters are the mandatory parameters.
For next day, okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay, done. Okay.
This is the advantage of the next day function. Last day. See, the last day function will give the last day of the month. So if you provide any date, if you provide any date, but it gives the month and date of that particular date, last day of date. You don't need to provide any other arguments for this because it expect only the date value. If you mention D2 in the sense 24th October, you are passing here, it displaying 31st October. In case if you pass like a 40, okay. See, if you are passing like 18 September and you are getting like a 30th September. If you mention like 70 minus 70, you are in like a August, it will display 31st August. See, if you are passing any date of the starting day or ending day, it will display the month end date of any date. You can pass it off any date. Okay, so instead of to go with the date values exactly, then you can get things. 2 underscore date of 2 underscore date is the conversion function. It's a conversion function. If you want to convert from one data type to another data type. Okay, see, if I don't have this value 0 1 0 1 2 0 2 2. This is the date value. You may guess this. This is the date value, but Oracle does not understand these values. It treats like as a numerical value or character value. Okay, because it have the special characters you are mentioning in the single quotations. Oracle treat like as a this is the character value. So to make it as a clear picture for the Oracle, you need to mention this is the date value This is the month value. This is the year value. So now you are converting character value to the date value. This is the character value. And you are making as a date value for that simply by mentioning of the first. I'm removing this thing, last day function. Just I'm displaying the date value for you. Okay, I put some extra bracket. See, 1st January. If I am passing the 1st January, I'm looking for the last day of this, last day of the date, 31st January, right? If I pass like a 10th January, it is displaying the 31st January. If I'm mentioning 30, we'll get 31st January. 31st also will get the same date. Okay, if you pass any date of the current month or any month of the year, say any in the middle of the day or starting of the day or end of the day also, it gives the last day of the month, particular month. Okay. The last underscore day function will help us for this. Okay. Now I need to know the first starting of the, if you are in the 8th February or 10th February, 28th February, I need to display the first month of the date. First month of the date. Okay. See now we have the last day function and as well as the add underscore months function. Add underscore months function. So now you are in the February 22. Okay. Now I need to display the 1st February. Right? 1st February, I need to display. So I need to find out if you pass like any date, I need to display the starting of the day and ending of the day. I need to find. Okay. So for this, see, we have add underscore months function. So now you can able to guess simply this is the last month and date. This is the month and date. This is the month and date. Now I need the starting of the month start date. Okay, I need to form the month start date of this. Okay, now we have this function. It is displaying the same date, right? Now we have add underscore months function. Months. Okay, so I'm passing as this date. It is giving the last day of the month, right? Now I'm subtracting the value -1. It displays the previous month last value. Previous month last value. And if you add 1 day, it will give the starting of the month. You can change any value. So if you mention like 30, and you mention like 12, and you can add here as well 30, 12. But 1st is December, 31st December. Right? So you are able to do like this, month start date and month end date. Now, it is very complexity to identify the things. Right? To find out the month starting date, you are doing multiple function calling in this. Right? I don't want to call this many functions to identify this. For that. So we have the mathematical functions. Okay. See, in mathematical functions, we have round function. You know, the mathematical, if the value is less than 0.5, we will make it as a 0. If it is greater than 0.5 or 0.9, you will make it as a 1, right? So the similar function, we have two functions in the mathematical, round and as well as the trunk. Okay, round and trunk function. So we'll discuss about round and trunk in the numerical, then we'll discuss the things in the quiz. Okay, now we'll see. So you are doing like a 3 divided by 2 from dual. So it is displaying 1.5. If you round these values, if you round this, it will display 2, right? Round off 3 by 2. It displays 2. Because you have the 0.5 greater than value 0.5. So it will display this. Okay. So you are rounding the values by using the round function simply. Okay, how you are doing the manually in the mathematical. Now we have the function to do the this. See, you may treat like as a 2.5 if you do like a 2.5. 1.2. If you round this, no, how will get only one.
It's greater than or equal to 5, then it returns 1.
Yeah. Okay, right? Now we have the trunk function. Trunk. So this ignore the point values. See, the precision and scale, we have two things. It displays always precision values, not the scale value. Scale in the sense decimal values. It trim the decimal values. If you do with 3 by 2, earlier we are getting 1.5, you are making as a 2, but you are displaying as a 1 now. So it displays actual integer of that. Actual integer. Okay, so we are ignoring the decimal values. The meaning that you are trimming the decimal values or you are trunking the decimal values. You are displaying exact integer value from the given float values. Float values in the sense point values, whatever the number is having point values, then we can call it as a float or decimal values. Okay. Okay. See, we have like a trunk function. It displays the actual integer of the given value, right? So now the same function, if you are in the middle or if you are in the see, if you apply the trunk and round things for the, so you can able to apply trunk function on the date values as well, a round function also. Okay. Now we are in 30th. See the function, the date values. If you are in the October, so we have 31 days for this. 15th below is off month. After 15th is the another off, second off. Okay. 0.5 below in the sense 15 or below. 0.5 above in the sense 15 to 31st. Okay. The day can be splitted into that part. Okay. Now, if you pass for this, now we are in like a middle of this end of the day, end of the month. If I use the round for this, use the round for this, we will display the 30th December. Wait. So now you are looking for the day. You are looking for the day, not the date. So meaning like, so now I'm looking for the month, trunk of month. See, if I am in the starting of the month, it displays the current month of the starting date. If we are in the second of the month, it displays the next month of the starting date. You can check here. See, it is displaying the 1st January 23 because you are in the last of the month, in the sense second of the month. You are in the second of the month. So it displays the next value. Okay, if you use the trunk,
If we first half of the day,
it will give the same. See, now we are in the trunk. The trunk function will remove the decimal values, right? So if you are in the starting of the month or ending of the month, it displays the current month values. If we use the round function, it displays the next month value. round. See, now I'm in the starting of the month. 1st January, sorry, 1st December. It is displaying the 1st December. Now, if I am in the 10th, 1st December, 14. If it is 16, it is going for the next month. See, trunk of it will display the month. So, and which month you are in. And which month you are in. See, while if you are in the middle of the month, it will display the middle prior if you are in the middle, starting to middle prior of this. And if you are in the first half, it will display the current month. If you are in the second of the month, it will go with the second of the month in the sense it will go for the next month. But whereas in the trunk function, it will display the current month only. Okay. So then you can able to capture the year as well. Year. Trunk. See, if you are in the first January to June, it will display the current month. If you use the round, it is going with next. Now, if I mention like a 05, okay. Now I'm in the first half year. It will display the current year of only round, right? If you are in the 7th, next year, it will display the next year because of this round function. If you want to know the starting of the year, ending of the year, you need to use these functions. You want to use these type of functions. That's the reason I'm explaining very clearly this many times. Okay, round function, right? Now, if I use the trunk of,
Sure.
yes.
Here, if we want to know along with the date, if we want to know the day also, then is there any other attribute we need to add?
See, if you are in the before 12 p.m., it will display the same
Okay.
day. If it is in the second half, it will display the next
Okay.
day for you. Next
Okay.
day. State. We use the round. It will display the next day, 30th October. 30th October.
I mean, like weekday, that Monday to that I'm asking. If we want to get that one also along with the date.
I'm not getting the question exactly.
Actually, along with the date, if we get to Monday, Tuesday, we'll have, right? That also can be retrieved from this, like
Yes,
along with the date.
So you are saying like I need to display what is the 30th October. What is the
Yes.
day?
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can able to use like a 2_char is the function, and you can simply mention like a day.
Okay.
It's a Sunday. It's a
Okay.
Sunday, 30th October is a Sunday. We done with the date functions.